Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video. Been working on a few different things. Halloween's coming up, and I was talking to a friend of mine. He's wanting to know if I could make a jackal helmet or cage from the movie 13 Ghosts. So this is what I came up with, and I told him, I said I'd make it if he'd wear it. So here it is. This is what I got. I used that quarter-inch blue foam board again. That's what I use for everything. I use that on my pyramid head also. And this is really easy to make. All I did is just cut like a whole bunch of strips of 1 inch long strips, 1 inch wide strips. Just cut a whole bunch of those out, cut them to length, and then I think it's like 14 inches tall and about 10.5 wide. And just cut a whole bunch of them and started gluing it together. I started off with the gluing the edges first. If you see here, it's a piece teed into another one. I made 4 of those and got them done, and then I started connecting the top, and put one behind it, and then ran it over another one and another one, and it just all came together. It's really easy to do. I used that Elmer's rubber cement. That stuff's pretty good. I like using that rubber cement. You pretty much just brush it on the area where you want to glue, and then whatever other part, say this part right here, you'd brush it on that. You let it air dry, or you can blow it to speed up the dry. You'll notice when it dries, it hazes over. It's like really fast, and you stick it on, and it's done. It's glued. You don't have to wait for it to dry or anything. So anyway, what I did, cut a whole bunch of 1 inch strips. These here, I got a little hole cutter thing. I'll get that in a second. And it cuts out a whole bunch of little circles. I didn't do that by hand. So it's like a little machine. I think I paid like 20 bucks for it, and it cuts out a whole bunch of circles. And I'm trying to think how many. I think there's like 68 of them or 70. I don't know. There's a bunch of these little dots. Anyway, it cuts out these here to I kind of see how it's kind of rounded a little bit. All I did is like push it with my thumb and just dented it all the way around, and kind of give it that. It's supposed to be like a metal bolt. So what I did is push it around and give it like an uneven look to it. See, instead of normally I would have sanded something, and make it look all nice and smooth. But this gives it like an uneven look, kind of like a rough metal bolt head or something. So that's how I did those. Then the front here, all I did is just took it and kind of bend it. You can bend it and it'll stay. Just kind of bend it in different directions, make it look like the metal is busting out. The edge right there, I just took a blade, kind of cut it a little bit, and then ripped it to give it like a kind of a rough looking edge to it. See, and then some on the bottom, give that look. But this is super lightweight. So that's it here. This is before. I just want to get a video before I painted it. I'm about to paint it here in a few minutes, and hopefully it comes out good. I'm going to paint it black and then go over it with some copper and silver. I'm going to dry brush it with that to give it a worn out metal look. But this is it so far. Alright, here's that thing I was telling you about, the little hole cutter. You see, all I did is took a big sheet of foam and just cut a whole bunch of holes using this thing here. Stop it. And I just made it real easy. Just adjust it. You can get this. I bought this at a Hobby Lobby. It was actually marked down to I think like 19 bucks. It was like 39. It was kind of ridiculous. That's why I never bought it. And then they marked it down to like 20 bucks. So I grabbed it, and you can adjust it to different sizes. You just slide the blade here back and forth, and it'll make different size holes. And all you do is set it on there, and you just turn it, and it goes down and cuts perfect circles. So it made it a lot quicker to cut those circles. So that's what I used for that part there. Or you can do it by hand, either way. Oh, before I paint, real quick, I forgot to put the hook on. I just glued it on there. Just so you can take a look at it before I get it painted. I used, I think it's a 1/2 inch thick foam. I just cut it out with a razor blade and kind of like a little question mark. And just sanded it off an angle, made it kind of round, get it to look like a hook the best I could. And that's what it looks like before it's painted. Okay, so now I'm about to paint it. You can either use this stuff here. This is foam safe. It won't eat up the foam. I painted the sword and the pyramid head for this stuff here. It's really cheap, $1.77. Get a big old bottle of it. But then you gotta let it dry. That's the only thing about that. It takes a while to dry. And you gotta brush it on. And you know, with something like this, you'd have to brush it and then get it in the little nooks and crannies and stuff. So I like using the Tesla's model paint. You know, for your model planes, airplanes, whatever. Just the spray paint. The only thing is it costs a little bit more, $4.49, and you can go through a lot of cans, so it kind of adds up. Gets a little expensive using those cans. But I'm gonna do it anyways because I have no patience. I don't feel like painting with this stuff here. For something big like the sword is easy. You can just brush over it, and you know you can cover up a lot of space, surface really fast. But for this here, I want to be able to get it all in there, so I'm gonna use this stuff here. When you get this stuff, this Tester's model paint, make sure you read on the top up here. It says good for plastics, wood, metal, glass, stone, fabric, paper, ceramics, and styrofoam right there. So make sure it's that. They have another kind on there that's made by the same brand that it will eat the foam. So make sure it's, this is the kind you get that says foam safe. Okay, so here's the cage. I got it painted black. It's all finished with the black, and I just started doing the silver. So I'm going to show you how it looks, starting to look like with the silver added to it. Kind of changes it a lot, makes it look really, you know, gives it like a metal look. It doesn't quite look like styrofoam. So here it is, just plain black, and then with the silver added to it. Oh yeah, you can see where I cut out my hook. That's why I got this here. I just cut this out. Was it ½ inch or something? Just cut it out like a little question mark and just sanded it around to make that hook. But anyways, this is how I do this part. I use it's a little windy out here. Styrofoam plate. This is paint here, and then I'll swipe it on my brush. And the thing is that I keep on rubbing it until it gets pretty much all the way worn out, so it's all dry. If you do it too wet, you're pretty much just going to paint a big silver stripe on there. So I want to get it so it's barely on there. Here I go to part this on. This is black. See if you can tell. See, it's barely going over. I mean, it takes a while. You really got to brush over it a lot, but it works better this way, I think. Give it like a little bit of texture to it. Alright. That's it. It's pretty much to do that for the whole thing. Okay, and here it is. I'm all finished. Done painting it. It didn't take a lot long to do. I got all done. I didn't add the copper to it. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. And that's my friend that I made it for. He said he liked it. Looked fine the way it was. So I guess I'm going to leave it like this. Not putting any copper. So here it is, all done. Kind of looks like it'd be heavy, but it don't weigh hardly anything. Just all foam. So here it is, with the cage is opened up. And then the hook. And the inside, I didn't really get all details. I just brushed it really fast. I mean, your head's going to be in there, so you're not going to see the inside, but if you have it sitting out, at least it wouldn't be black, you know, just plain black. So, kind of makes it look like it's done up a little bit. But that's it. That's the whole thing. And I guess it's going to work for Halloween. You can get a shot around it. And then the front is busting out. And that's it.